we poured ourselves over tomes of preliminary test papers, that is PT papers, and after massive amounts of research, we shortlisted the top 10 most commonly asked constitutional and polity questions in all of the country. So let's start. 1. According to Article 22, what is the maximum period for preventive detention? The answer is 3 months. Article 22, Clause 4 says that the maximum period of 3 months is allowed unless an advisory board consisting of persons qualified to be a judge of High Court have reported that there is sufficient cause to continue such detention. Number 2. How many fundamental duties are there in our Constitution? The answer is 11. Just like the players in a cricket team. And the reason we're using this imagery of a cricket team is because scientists working on neurological studies for years have concluded that such audio-visual aid will help you turn your short-term memory into a long-term memory. Hence, we will be using these aids throughout the video. Coming back to our answer. 11 fundamental duties were inserted by the 42nd Amendment in 1976. These duties range from A to K, just like AK-47. Now that must make it easy to remember. Wink wink. Number 3. When was the First Amendment passed? The answer is 1951. Actually, 18th June 1951 to be precise. This amendment was aimed to fully secure the constitutional validity of the Zamindari abolition laws and inserted Schedule 9 in the Constitution of India along with Article 31A and 31B. This amendment also provided for reasonable restrictions on the freedom of speech by amending Article 19. 4. When were the 42nd and the 44th Amendment passed? They were passed in 1976 and 1978 respectively. The 42nd Amendment, also known as the Mini Constitution, was passed during the internal emergency by the Indira Gandhi government and provided for curtailment of fundamental rights, imposes fundamental duties, and inserted socialist and secular into the preamble. The 44th Amendment was passed by the Janata government in 1978 to undo the effects of the 42nd Amendment and provided for human rights safeguards and mechanisms to prevent abuse of executive and legislative authority. Number 5. What is the minimum of judges in a constitution bench of Honorable Supreme Court? The answer is 5, like Hampant. And yes, it did have Vidya Balan in it at one point. Again, the imagery will help you remember this for a longer time. So, the constitutional bench has to have 5 minimum judges. Number 6. What are the retirement ages of judges of Supreme Court and High Court? The retirement age for High Court judges is 62 and the retirement age for Supreme Court judges is 65. These are provided in Article 124 and 217 of the Constitution of India respectively. One should note that this is a divergent practice from the US Supreme Court, where there is no set retirement age and the judges stay in until they voluntarily retire or die. Number 7. The Council of Ministers have to be what percentage of the members of Lok Sabha? The answer is 15%. Article 75, Clause 1, capital A, provides that the total number of ministers, including the Prime Minister, shall not exceed 15% of the total number of members of the House of People, that is the Lok Sabha. Number 8. What can be the maximum interval between 2 sessions of Parliament? The answer is 6 months. Now, this is not explicitly stated in the Constitution, but can be gleaned from Article 85, which provides that the President shall from time to time summon each House of the Parliament to meet at such time and place as he thinks fit. But 6 months shall not intervene between its last sitting and the next session. Number 9. What is the maximum time of holding election to fill vacancy in the office of the President? The answer is 6 months. The answer is found in Article 62, which provides that any vacancy occurring by reason of death, resignation, or removal shall be filled in no case later than 6 months from the date of occurrence. Number 10. As an homage to our beloved third Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi. The question is, what is the maximum period of an emergency that can be imposed at one go? And during the proclamation of emergency, for how long can the duration of Lok Sabha be extended beyond the usual period of 5 years? The answer to the first part is 6 months. Article 356 of the Constitution provides that a proclamation, unless revoked, ceases to operate on the expiration of a period of 6 months. And the answer to the second part is 1 year. This is provided by Article 83, Clause 2, which provides that while the proclamation of emergency is in operation, the Parliament may be extended by 1 year at a time. Yay! Bonus question. In case the Vice President takes over as the President, then what is the maximum period for which the Vice President can continue as the President? The answer is 6 months and is implicitly answered in Article 62, which says that the election to fill up such vacancy must be completed within 6 months. Now, if you knew the answers to all these questions, you are on the right track, my friend. If not, keep working and you will get there. We promise. Pinky swear. If you are subscribed to our channel, thank you. And if you're not, go hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of new videos every week. Enjoy.